pressured hand pass by Kerr. We spoke a little bit about sometimes you think Kerr looks just a bit hot in his aggression, but I think he's been under enormous pressure tonight. But as the game's gone on, he's just maintained his focus on the ball. Every time he gets the ball, Joseph is half a step away, but he still keeps forcing himself to the ball. But he has to hand pass a lot.
I reckon Joseph's been half a step away when he hasn't got the ball. Still tackling him half the time.
Goal for goal to start this final term. 84 plays 56. Sort of game where it could break open at any moment. West Coast Eagles still not done with. Cruiser goes up, knocks it down. Embley out of the middle, floats it inside the forward 50. McKinley was up, off hands. Weapunda plays it to his own advantage, still going. Weapunda in the pocket, taken down by Armfield, finding a way through and going with the outside of the boot. Kennedy miscues across the face. Simpson has been good. Runs down Rosa, will almost wonderful balance. Rosa on one knee. Hand pass was erratic though. On the ground, Bauer. Kerr arches the back, finds a way through. No, he does not. His nemesis was waiting. Joseph took him down and relished the opportunity.
It's a great one-on-one battle, isn't it?
It's symbolic of their clash tonight, wasn't it?
Well, Kerr's had 21 possessions. I reckon they're all contested ball wins because Joseph has always been alongside him.
Good mark at the back by Hearn. I don't reckon the ball's moved a lot with those 21, but I'm not saying he hasn't given it to their advantage, but Joseph's been able to restrict him in terms of carrying the ball. Judd, on the other hand, has had some good ball carry tonight. Back to Thornton. So the Blues maintaining their poise. Gibbs at centre wing. Lovely looking kick off the boot, but it's the wrong side for Favola. Glass acrobatically. Hearn a bit slow. Ebert's hands good. Noskoski running hard. Adam Silver on the up to Cox. Slow. Ebert had it ripped off him by Cruiser. And then Cox had to go in. Back to O'Halpin. O'Halpin back into the centre. Little give by Brown. Judd. Stengline to Gibbs. And Gibbs, lovely kick. Well done. Kept his head.
And one of the things we've witnessed is the last probably quarter and a half that Carlton have become one-dimensional going forward again. And this time Favola got away from Glass, but I reckon West Coast is sweating on that, and they've been able to rebound out of there a lot more often than they did in the first half.
Well, he's kicked a goal in each of the three quarters. He's had a lot of misses. The set shots have been a worry, but he gets a fourth. Leesy turned the corner a bit tonight.
No, I think he's done okay tonight, Favola. Actually, most of his kicks are going a little bit left of centre, but really it was the Gibbs eventually. He got the ball. I think his first thought, Gibbs, will I break the 50-metre mark and have a goal? But as soon as he saw that Favola was making space, the lovely weighted kick made a long shot into really a 20-metre set shot straight in front.
He's got 4 for the night then, after just 2 in the previous 3 weeks. And the margin out to 34 points. Seems a hill too big to climb now.
Bring it back. Out, guys.
Umpire wants it again. Umpire Raybon. Runner banished from the centre square. Thrown up now. Cox wins it into the path of Curry. Got an unkind bounce. Judd once more emerges with it. 24 possessions inside the forward 50. Loose ball. Runs across to O'Halpin. O'Halpin sprays it. Just sneaks it in for a behind. 35 points the difference. The margin was 41 at half-time. So the Eagles in the second half certainly have given as good as they've taken. Here's Ebert.
Goes wide. Big fly, big mark. Scott Selwood, well done. Plays on quickly. Hunter on the burst. It's his 150th tonight. He kicked a goal right on quarter time. Brings that back to McKinley. Clever kick. So good build-up. Good transition by the Eagles.
Good early body work by McKinley there, with the ability to give himself that couple of yards. But Selwood, very nice leap off only a couple of steps. Got the nice ride and took the pluck, but McKinley's body work up forward was very good.
So they've got the chocolates tonight, eh? So he's kicked 8 goals in the last couple of matches, 4 in each of them. And it's not a good kick.
Between the Selwood brothers, there's 4 of them, and 3 of them are already established league footballers, but I don't think I've seen any of them jump on a pack, so maybe Scott Selwood has got something on his 3 older brothers.
He got the jumping gene.
I reckon if Joel Selwood's listening, he's at home practicing. He doesn't want any of those boys to have anything on him.
Who was the Carlton bloke camped in front? And no one knows. Oh. They unceremoniously jumped over the top, close to the boundary line, coming through McKinley. Swift.
Never asked a question you don't know the answer to.
I should know that, shouldn't I? Swift along the boundary, knocked out of bounds by Brown. Might need a replay just to refresh our minds.
You've forgotten everything since 1985, you reckon?
That's right, and that mark was in the last 10 minutes. What chance have I got? Behind, Brown. Selwood was in there, so too Kerr. Tries to fight his way out. Advantage paid to Carlton. Judd gave it across to support. Simpson back to Judd. Judd 70 metres out for Bowler. Isn't he putting his stamp on the game now?
He's given them the target, and he's had the right blokes upfield, and when Judd gets the ball left or right foot, he can normally put it to his forwards advantage, so it becomes pretty. It doesn't matter how good the fullback is.
Going at number 5, 35 metres out. And I think he's got it. I think he's all the way back.
Just been able to break away from glass further and further as the game's gone on. We see once again Daniel Kerr with the ball, but tackled and pressured and hassled out of it.
It's been terrific, Judd, hasn't he?
And once again, Judd.
Sort of last quarter that might get him the 3 Brownlow votes, Judd. So 2 forwards have kicked 5 goals tonight. LeCroy at one end and now Feather the other.
And Judd's got his 26 possessions, which is good, but it's his ball carry. That's his great strength.
8 inside 50s, nearly double the next. Bryce Gibbs with 5, no one else above 4.
He can get a 3 vote on the Brownlow, Judd, can't he?
Knows how to.
So another great performance by him, and the Blues safe now. It's just whether or not they can stay brave, the Eagles. That's what John Westphal said at half-time to Tim.
He took possession, as soon as he took
Want them to keep taking a chance and play strong. So 40 points to margin. We're basically back to where we were at the long break. Important, you'd reckon, for the Eagles, they don't fall away. Rose's high kick to fall forward. Good grab, Kennedy.
He's a big body. When he gets front posse, he's pretty hard to get past. He's got the long arms, got a pretty good lead. On this occasion, we saw a nice knockout. Rosa left forward of the contest. Quick kick to the top of the goal square. It's a nice play.
Take your man right.
He's interesting in that at the moment he does look very one-dimensional. So he's got to do that very well, what he just did. Missed a goal from a set shot after kicking a goal in the opening term. Is that coming back? It is. Looked a bit rough off the boot, but he's got a second.
Yes, we've got to be so careful not to judge those young key position players too. I mean, he's in his 4th year, and at the moment he's just showing glimpses. Tom Hawkins at Geelong's another example in their 3rd year. They're showing glimpses, but again, they're one-dimensional. When they can get a fair jump at the ball from the front position, they look okay, but that's about how they get it.
Josh Kennedy gets a belated goal. Asking you shall receive. In front, Brown, who thought he was out of the woods, but he didn't realise there were 2 Selwoods. That was Scott flying over the top. Rolls down the back of Hampson.
You've got some pull.